Wait, what?
What?
Why is that go down rough? Why? He's the. And that's not.
You can't watch the.
We can't watch the live stream.
Yay. We're being invited.
No, we just say this so the Tingana can,
Wow.
read on YouTube without even referring to the
Very good. Very good. Let me close the door.
It's your time.
I don't want to do it right. I don't want to. I'll write it.
Hey, you have to
I
do
don't
this
want
right.
to, but I don't want to do this.
Yeah, but you need to know, it's just the parking that is the issue.
I just wasn't.
When I got there and I realized that they have blocked their main
Yeah,
road, I said, okay, let me go this way.
yeah, we don't want it to change that. But that part before the, just opposite the library.
Yeah.
So luckily some people were maybe expired or the rest of the.
Fine.
I went there. So I realized I passed this big, the one here, the parking lot. Yeah, I said, okay, where is this?
True.
Then I had to go around. And I realized I'm at the police station.
God bless
The
America.
police station, so where the parking lot, the police parking lot.
Oh, that,
There's a police station.
oh, we know what does it for there. You got there.
So I had to go to this place, I mean, it's a little bit of parking over there.
The oval rush that we better. Give you.
I don't want to forget.
These, yeah, that.
Yeah, Anthony, it's on you now.
Oh, okay.
People care, but they're the same. I could have been set to three.
We have to go to
But versus
airport.
China. That remind me of.
I would get regular.
Yes.
Like, actually,
All right.
our budget into $8.
Or at least it's supposed to start 22 minutes ago.
Three.
It's not something.
Yeah.
Not getting started until it's exactly 30 of it gone. Oh. Why are we going?
This is.
Oh, cool, there's a Pikachu.
All right, good morning.
That's a nice, good morning, that's nice.
Last week, we started a discussion on malware. What is a malware?
Dash code,
Huh?
dash code,
Bad what?
code that decides that it was like. Yeah, I wanna be on a computer and then it just steals a bunch of stuff like malware does.
Yeah.
Really?
Take notes or something.
What is a malware?
Guys, open your notes and take notes.
Ah.
Your notes back.
Okay.
Malware is like a kind of virus, like tracking, I mean, like it's like a software, like a virus that can like track down like personal information.
Okay,
Kind of malware.
what definitions of a malware? Malware, you were here last week, right? Malware.
This is software that they control.
So a malware is a software, right? But it's a special type of software. It is a malicious software, which means that it is a software that is not favorable to your computer. It's something that has an adverse effect on your computer. So, and the other thing is that it sneaks in. It's not something that you knowingly want to get onto the computer. It sneaks into your computer without your knowledge. Okay? And when it gets to your computer, it starts creating a lot of problems, a lot of issues. Okay? That is what a malware is. So again, it is a software, right? A malicious software. It's not a device. It's not a component. It is a malicious software that sneaks into your computer with the purpose of creating some kind of damage, or sometimes it could just be there to steal information. Like I told you last week, you could have a malware on your computer for months, for weeks, without you knowing it, okay? And all it's gonna do is keep gathering information, right? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. So all it's gonna do is keep gathering some kind of information from your computer. And that information that is gathered will be sent to the hacker, all without you knowing, okay? So if you have pictures or you have some kind of sensitive files on your computer, then that can be.
This is fire.
Yeah.
There's probably a fire going on.
I still have fire. I'm scared.
So like I said, it gathers all this information and send it out to the hacker. So it could be there for 6 months, it could be there for a year, all without you knowing it.
Stay there
Okay.
for hundreds of hours.
Yeah, it will stay there for. So what are the types of malware that we mentioned last week?
One of them was wrong.
Trojan horse. Trojan horse,
Now you are.
okay?
Can you share your screen? You can know. Oh, you are, sorry. Share your screen, please. Okay,
I'll share this.
Oh, not anymore.
All right, what are the other types of malware that we talked about? Yeah, you were not here last week. What other type of malware?
Keylogger.
Keylogger, okay? A virus? Huh?
This is not even about anything.
But there was like spy something.
Spyware. There's
What's your, what's that?
spyware, okay?
Oh.
So there could be
My leg,
spyware.
your sister said.
Yes, stop distracting me.
You told me to scare my.
And you don't have
Oh.
any notes about malware.
If you don't have any notes,
So-
don't share.
I have.
So we talked about at least 2 of those types of malware last week. Okay, so the first one we talked about was we talked about a virus. Okay, the virus is also a type of malware. Okay, but there's something unique about a virus, right? Who remembers what we talked about as regards virus?
How many times? Stop pulling.
No.
Hey, no, stop. Clap have started.
So for a virus, okay, let me just go by it. For a virus, right, it is a software also. And obviously, if it is a type of malware, then it is a software also. Now, but the unique thing about what we call a virus is that it needs the help of humans for it to replicate or to multiply. Okay, so an example is if Naima downloads a software that contains a virus on our computer, right? So the virus will be on our computer. Now, that virus will need Naima to open a file, right? If that virus is attached to a file on Naima's computer, so the virus will be waiting for Naima to open that file. Once he opens the file, right, the virus will then multiply. So opening that file is like turning on a switch that, okay, multiply, okay? So the virus always needs the help of humans or the user to multiply. So once it multiplies, that is when it gets infected onto all the other computers on the network. So your computer may be infected even if you are not the one connecting to the internet. Okay, it just takes one computer to get infection, right? Then it spreads to all the other computers on that network. That is why it is important that everyone protects their computer. Okay, if we all protect our computer from viruses, right? No one will have it. But if there is a weak link amongst us, right? If one of us is not protecting his or her computer, then there's a chance that every computer will be infected by a virus. Okay? You all understand that? Okay, so who can summarize what I've just said? Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, a virus, like, it has to have you open a file and then it'll spread. Because when you download something, there might be a virus in it, and when you open it, then it'll spread on your computer.
Thank you. So there has to be a trigger, okay? And that trigger usually comes from the user, okay? So the trigger could be opening a file, or the trigger could be opening a web page, okay? It could even be opening a game. You know, you've already downloaded a game on your computer, you've played it for several months, no issues. But a virus could sneak into that program, and when you open the game or you double click on the game to launch it, then the virus starts spreading, okay? And that is why we all need to be careful. Now, the other one we want to talk about today is a spyware, okay? A spyware, again, a spyware is a type of malware, okay? Spyware will be spelled as S-P-Y, then W-A-R-E, spyware. So a spyware is a software that spies on system activities and transmit details of web searches or other activities to remote computers, okay? So a spyware, right, is a type of malware, okay? And what it does is that it spies on what you're doing on your computer. Your activities on the computer is spied on, and then that information is now sent to, most times, the hacker, or is sent to remote computer. Okay? So why would you think someone would want to spy on your computer? Yeah, go ahead.
To know what you're doing.
Okay. If you are playing Roblox, of what use is it to me? Right? If I'm spying on your computer and I notice you are playing Roblox, of what use is it to me? Yeah, go ahead.
They want to hack you
You want to hack
and
me?
get on you.
and get on my Roblox. Yeah, go ahead.
There's two more robots.
Huh?
So, yeah. Spyware, usually, it's to steal your identity and stuff such as passwords, bank, credentials, social security number, all that lovely bunch. That you kind of need to be, to kind of have an identity. Yeah. Totally.
Okay, they try to steal your credit card.
They're gonna steal my.
Okay, what do you think is spyware? Why do you think is something that we should be wary of?
That's a lot.
Huh? Identity fraud. Okay, now, so the spyware, like I said, it spies on your activity, what you're doing on your computer. Okay, sometimes, right, the spyware, all it wants to do is know all the websites that you are visiting. Okay, so if you are the type of person that always searches for games, right, then the spyware is going to get your information and start and send it to a remote computer, which is owned by the hacker. And then the hacker knows that, okay, like this person is a gamer. Let me start pushing different types of game to this user. Okay? So the spyware's sole aim is to spy on your activities. All those things that you search, right, on your computer, the spyware will take that information and forward it to remote computers. Okay? So how do you get infected with the spyware? Okay. Now, as you are aware, there's something we call pop-ups, right?
Yes,
You know what a pop-up is?
yeah,
So when you're on the internet or when you are browsing, sometimes you get some windows that pops up and it could come up with a message saying, hey, click this to earn more rewards. Okay? Good. Yeah, it is a scam, yeah. So you could get all these windows popping up. That's what we call pop-ups, okay? And those pop-ups will come with different types of messages. Okay? So do not click on these pop-ups. Okay? The best you can do is to close it. Okay? So if you make the mistake of clicking on these pop-ups, it could actually download a spyware onto your computer. Okay? And we've already talked about how dangerous spyware could be. Okay? Any question on this? So you all understand what a spyware is? Okay. That what? You don't? You're not about what? Okay, then you're not sharing the screen? Okay, let's look at what is spyware.
Writing down that hurt notes.
All right. So let's talk about something else. There's something we call a ransomware. Okay, a ransomware. Ransom is RANSOME.
ransom is like when you kidnap someone and like, you talk to the parents like, I have, no, like this is actually what like a reference. Like I have your child, pay me like $6,000 and I'll give them back to you. And then they pay the money and then you give the child back most of the time.
Okay,
Wait, what was it called again?
ransomware. Okay, so a ransomware, again, is another type of malware. Okay, it's a malicious software also. Now, the reason why it's called a ransomware is because the hacker or the software owner of that ransomware wants a reward, right? Wants a reward for, getting onto your computer. What's that? No, that's a message from.
Mr. Beast.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
sorry, I said Mr. Beast at the wrong time.
So the ransomware uses encrypted files, right? To get onto your computer. Again, remember,
What was the word again?
encrypt. E-N-C-R-Y-P-T.
CRYC.
Encrypt.
Encrypt what?
You're not listening at all.
I am listening, I'm trying to
All
write
right.
it down.
Let me define it. So write this down. Ransomware using malware to encrypt the targeted computer files. So let me break that down. A malware, a ransomware, right? It uses the malicious software, okay? What it does is that it gets into your computer and then encrypts your file. Okay, I will explain the meaning of encrypt in a moment. So it encrypts your files, right? And then demands for something, usually money, right? To give the access to your files back to you. So have you reaching?
No.
That's why it's going to so.
Yeah, yeah, it is correct. Okay. So what it does again, listen. A ransomware is a malicious software, right? That gets onto your computer and encrypt all your files. What it means is that all the files you have on your computer, right? It is gonna encrypt it, meaning that it is gonna take over it and block your access to it. Okay, so if you have so many things on your computer, maybe your files, your photographs, your games, everything is gonna be taken away from you. Okay, it's gonna block you from getting access to it. Okay, and it's gonna do that by encrypting the files. Once the files are encrypted, you will not be able to access it. Okay, and then what will happen is that the hacker is now going to contact you, right? Or you're going to get a message on the screen of your computer saying, pay this amount, and then we'll release the code for you to gain access back to your file.
That's a scam.
What happens if that is the police? Okay, do you all understand what I've explained?
Yes,
Okay.
but what happens if it's a scam?
It is a scam.
No, what happens if the hacker says, give me like $6,000 and I'll give you the code? Would that be a scam?
Oh, yeah, so usually the hacker is gonna ask or demand for something, okay? Usually they demand for money. Once you pay that ransom, then they give you the code to decrypt your file. So there are two technical terms here, encrypt and decrypt.
What?
Encrypt means that you want to protect that file or, sort of encapsulate that file so that you, the owner, won't have access to it. But as soon as you pay the ransom, they're gonna give you the key, right, to unlock your files, and then you have access to it again. Okay, so, yeah.
I've had experience where they'll tell you to buy a software or to subscribe to something. And if you don't subscribe, that means they will keep on bombarding you and sending all those crazy messages on your computer. So sometimes they might not actually ask you to give them money in like cash, but they will make you buy something or subscribe to their software, or make you even buy internet virus, what is it called, the virus.
Yeah,
Yes, so.
okay, so that is another, so they sort of
Blackmail.
force you or blackmail you to do something that you are not interested in. Okay? So we all have to be careful of that. And, you know, it is not only your computer. Now that so many people are with smartphones. Okay, that is another way to download all these. Okay, so when we talk about access to the internet, don't always think that it is only on my computer that can be infected. Okay, your phone, your tablet, they can all be infected as long as they have access to the internet. Okay? So as she said, if your computer is infected, for example, and of course you can't afford to pay $10,000, right? They could force you or blackmail you to subscribe to something you are not interested in. Go ahead.
Can you go to the back real quick?
Yeah. Okay. So a ransomware, it is very powerful software. Okay. You would, and this is not a type of attack that actually is meant for individuals. Last year, many schools were targeted and they had to be rescued by the FBI. Okay. So we need to be careful. Someone within that school downloaded the ransomware, right? And that got all the computers infected. And what happened was, you can imagine the school board's computer, they couldn't access it. They were all locked out, okay? Until some kind of negotiation was done, and then they released the code for them to access their computers again. Okay? So don't allow that tool that will make that happen to our school. Okay, so we all have to be very careful. When you're on the internet, avoid pop-ups. When pop-ups show up, do not click on it. Okay, do not be lured into getting free stuff on the internet. Usually they are not free. They are actually going to cause more trouble. Any question on ransomware? You have a question?
No.
All right. So now that we talked about spyware, ransomware, we talked about virus, let's talk about something else. There's something we call a keylogger. Okay, that is also very dangerous. Now, what a keylogger is also a type of malware. You can unknowingly download it to your computer, and what it does is that it keeps track of whatever you are typing on your keyboard or using your keyboard. Okay, so if you're typing your password or your username, it logs it and sends it to a remote computer. That's one of the ways your password can be stolen, right? You need to type in your password, you need to type in your username. So as soon as you are typing, what the keylogger does is that everything you are typing is captured and sent to a remote computer. Okay? So if you are typing the username and password to access your bank account, that will be captured and sent to a remote computer, usually owned by the hacker. Okay, so you can see how dangerous and how destructive a keylogger can be, okay? Let me repeat that since you're not here. A keylogger, right? Keylogger, that's key, is one word. Okay?
Why put spaces in each one?
One word, there's no space. Okay? So a keylogger is a type of malware, right? That tracks everything you type using your keyboard. Okay? So if you're typing your name, your social security number, or whatever you're typing on your keys using your keyboard, everything is tracked and sent to a remote computer. That way, the hacker can easily know what your username is and can also know the password. Okay? Yeah, so even for those of you who have social media accounts, that's one way of also gaining access. Okay? Because once the hacker has your username and password, they can actually log into your account and do whatever they want to do. Okay? So a keylogger is also a very dangerous type of malware. Any question on that?
Why is it so weird?
Why is it so weird?
Why does this stuff exist?
Why does it exist? That's a good question. So why do you think we have all this software? Why would someone want to do that?
So they can get money.
Yes, one of the main reasons we have all these virus, all this type of malware is because someone wants to enrich themselves using this type of ways. Okay? Another example, or I mean, another reason why you think someone would want to do this. I know.
So they can have, because they're being rude.
No. Some people, right? Some of these hackers are doing it for fun. They just want to explore their skills. They are just doing it for fun.
Kind of on a similar point, in the video game that I played, it's been nearly like, recently it's been like overrun by bots. And the bots only do it because like the people who are behind the bots just want to ruin this experience for everyone. It's kind of grim.
Yeah, exactly. Some people just want to do it for fun. Some people are just interested in making other people unhappy. Okay, so what they will do is that they will write softwares like this and infect your computer with it. Okay, so to them they are having some fun while other people's computers that were infected, right? They will be sad.
How do you know all this stuff?
How do I know all this stuff?
Yeah, why do you know that stuff?
Being supposed to eat.
No.
Why are you trusting now? The thing is that he's someone that make those things.
Yeah, you might be a hacker now that I think.
It's kind of strange now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's kind of, that was a great question. I'm glad you might be a hacker now.
Ow, my shit.
Okay. Anyways, don't worry.
You have to answer the question.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
Read what's in parentheses.
that's not the answer.
So let me answer the question. First, companies need to protect their systems, right? They also train people to understand why people do those bad stuff, so that when it happens, they can protect the company's data. So they have good hackers and they have bad hackers. Does that make sense? So it all depends on what team you are playing in.
How does the company of the boss know all this stuff?
It's learning, like you go to school, how you know.
Everyone has to
ABCD,
start off somewhere.
how you know ABCD and all those words.
That's only because if you didn't know, you would know how to train.
Of course, and the same thing, you don't know, you won't get a job. So that's his job, that's his field. So he has to learn it to be an expert. Like right now, he cannot come and teach you guys something that he doesn't know, right? So he gotta perfect himself. Your own family members, that's what.
So, yeah, the hacker is, human like us. They go to school.
I mean, they probably go to school because they're probably angsty like
Yeah,
teen.
they go to school, right? And they learn all these things. But it's just the way they use it, it's not in a good way. Okay? So let us. So. For some of you that will be interested in writing codes, right? When you write your code or when you write your softwares, always have it in mind to write softwares that would help the world. Okay? Something that would be beneficial to the world. Okay? Don't twist your code or write codes that would make other people sad or codes that would infiltrate other people's computers and force them to pay or blackmail them.
On a note that we were talking about earlier, like why they do it.
Mhm.
Some people also just do it like as basically mercenaries, but like on the internet. Where like they pay people to like target certain people.
Yeah, but that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good either. It's not like,
That's
that's like
not
being an
good.
assassin. Not very good.
There's nothing wrong with being an
So-
assassin.
So look at it this way, right? If there are two teams,
It's
right?
not a crazy then.
Let's say we have two teams in the class, right? And, both are, writing a software that would maybe solve a problem, a known problem, right? So one of the things that hackers do is, of course, one group may try to steal the information on what the other group is writing. Okay, and one of the ways they can do that is through hacking, or they could try to infect the other group's computer with a malicious software so that they can actually track what they're doing. Okay, larger organizations, right? Like he said, they can pay hackers to steal information from their competitors. Okay, so let's look at Roblox. What other game is as popular as Roblox?
Valorant.
Not close, not close at all.
Valorant blocks.
Valorant?
I thought Roblox and Roblox are the same.
So you say Valorant?
Yeah.
Seems
Okay,
like that.
so let's look at something like no, what is that? What is the name of that game?
Fortnite.
No,
Okay, yeah,
Ain't no way.
okay. Let's look at something like Minecraft and Roblox. Both programs or both games have a lot of users. There are so many people that play both games. Now, one of the things they can do is that Roblox, for example, would see Minecraft as a competitor, right? So Roblox can decide to pay some hackers to hack into Minecraft so that they can start learning what their next move is, right? they can start learning what they, the newer games they are trying to roll out. Okay, with that information, they can develop something that is more attractive or more that will lure more people into their own program instead of Minecraft. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's actually like what a lot of big corporations do, like Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Google does that to like a lot of other companies.
They're doing that to Apple.
Yeah, they're doing that to Apple.
The tag thingies.
Okay.
Wouldn't Roblox get sued because they already done that in like Roblox?
Oh, trust me, they have enough money to not get sued.
So-
Kim Kardashian.
What?
So what they,
Her son found a picture on Roblox of things that should not be on Roblox.
so one of the things that, right? One of the things that those companies do is that, like I said, if they pay hackers to do the job, right? The hacker is not gonna get caught. They try to go undetected to steal this information and send it to Roblox in the example that I just gave. Okay, so that's another reason why you have all these hackers around. But the number one reason is to make money. Then the other major reason is some people just want to have fun. Okay? Any question? No. Okay, so now that we've talked about all these issues, okay, we've talked about malware, we've talked about different types of malware. How do we protect ourselves from this?
So to protect yourself, you would keylog your thing. And you can not have like a typing app, but use some sort of touch ID such as using your fingers or Face ID.
That is smart.
You can't.
Okay. So did you hear what she said?
Face ID is a thing.
Okay.
So when seeing this from
Oh, yeah,
you
you
don't
are
have to can copy your face.
All you do is
Touch
you really
out
put your
your
face
own-
in the screen and you're in your you're in your phone. Or
Okay,
If
so-
you just get a big mouse and copy your face.
Okay. So one of the ways
Yes, and taking notes, right?
she gave an example of keylogger. Said one of the ways we can protect ourselves from keylogger type of software is to use Face ID and also Touch IDs. Okay? You all know what Face ID or Touch ID is? Yeah. So with Touch ID or Face ID, you don't need to type in any password. So any key login malware or any key login type of malware, you will be protected from that. Okay? Now, but the key thing is this. Okay? Whatever type of virus or malware that you may have, right? There's a way to protect your computer and your smartphones from it. The number one thing you need to do is to have what we call an antivirus. Okay? An antivirus software must be installed on all your computers. Okay? You must have an antivirus or anti-malware installed on your computers. Okay? Now, all the computers you have, do you all have an antivirus already installed?
I don't know.
You have one on your computer already? You do not know? You have?
Not to my.
Let's view all this laptop.
Hey.
Okay, let's ask the person why.
No, he did.
Do we have an antivirus?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah,
Why
but
do I do
that?
Yes, I can.
What? I
Oh.
don't.
So
Defender.
exactly. So
And
you all have Microsoft Defender.
You guys hear it?
Are you
Microsoft
listening?
Defender.
Can you listen, please? Okay. There is Microsoft Defender running on your laptop. Now, the good thing is that Microsoft Defender is part of the Windows 10 operating system. Okay, so once you install Windows 10 on your computer, Microsoft Defender is also installed. Okay, now Microsoft Defender can protect your computer, but it is always advisable to get an actual antivirus installed together with the Defender. Okay, the Defender can, protect your computer or operating system from certain things, but you still need to get an antivirus installed. Okay.
I don't want to break your name. I don't want to break your name.
Any question on this?
Right, right.
You're going too fast. I'm not actually not to type.
Okay, so let me go over that. Okay. So we need an antivirus to protect our computers. Okay. Now, with Windows 10, right? One of what is installed when you install Windows 10 on your computer is the Windows Defender. Okay. So the Windows Defender is a type of antivirus that comes with your operating system. Okay. There are other types of antivirus. There are the free version of it, and there are the paid version. Okay. Example of an antivirus that you may have to buy or purchase is McAfee antivirus.
But it steals your data.
I'm sorry?
It's a scam. How do you spell that? It's a scam.
Double C. Is it scam?
Yeah. Steals all of your files.
No, McAfee doesn't do that.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
He does not,
How do you?
because I've used McAfee for decades.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a trust
You can search up, you can search up, happy, controversy.
Yeah.
It does.
No, it does not. Okay.
This is getting.
So, but anyways, Cafe, there's a Norton antivirus. Okay. Are you writing those down? Okay. Do you know of any antivirus?
Well, VPNs can be used as antivirus. That's why I have those.
VPN is something.
Yeah, no, but someone have a built-in antivirus.
Okay.
Also, you
Doesn't really
spelled
count, but it can help you from like getting fake coupons for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, antivirus can help block all those pop-ups. Okay. All those windows that pop up on your computers, an antivirus can protect you from that. Okay.
It's her computer. Certainly.
You were saying.
Anyways, yeah.
Antivirus what? Malware, what do you think?
I think it's more appropriate if we write malware than
Yeah, not
than
a
virus.
What's that?
No, because it says this prevents you from getting any virus that we have mentioned. Oh, no, not that.
Oh,
Yeah,
The other one.
yeah. Change this to malware.
thank you, guys.
Any malware?
Yeah. Remember we said malware is like the umbrella name. There are so many other software that are.
That's so weird, this is very. Not here, I'm just going out last year. Oh, sure.
Okay.
All right, so, yeah, number one thing is to install an antivirus. Another thing you need to also do to protect your computer is always update your operating system, right? You will notice that sometimes you'll get a message on your computer that says Windows update available, or on your smartphone, it will tell you new software available, okay? Part of the reasons why you have these updates being pushed by the manufacturer is to protect your smartphone or your computer from all this malicious software, okay? So always make sure you update your operating system, your phone or on your computer. Then another thing you can do to protect your computer, which we talked about last week, is also be mindful of the mails you receive. Okay? One of the easiest way to get your computer infected is through mails. Okay? I don't know if you guys are still very young. You may not be receiving as many mails.
Too many.
Oh, you're already receiving too many mails?
I don't like it.
Okay, so what I do is that I personally don't open or read any emails from someone that I don't know. So if a random person sends me an email, I just delete it. Okay? And you also need to learn that. Okay?
I have 634 promotions.
Oh, you think that's-
462. No, I try to delete as many as possible,
God.
but I
That
never
bad?
get any.
I
Yeah.
got like 2,000 bills, but I don't.
I got 3,000.
I
Yeah,
delete
that,
them.
I don't deal with my bills.
Not. Mine would have been like 4,000 right now, but I delete them as they come. Sometimes I miss some.
Don't worry, you get a situation
When was
whereby
12? I'm
you have
like,
about
really?
1,000 and you don't know which one to read. Okay, so but the rule is this: do not open or read emails.
And that's
From
only on one of my
strangers.
emails.
Okay, what's that?
Read.
We don't have time to.
Okay, so if a random person sends you an email, please, there's no point opening it. So you can just delete it. Okay? And
Assignments.
you know, many of these email clients, like your Gmail, your Yahoo Mail, your Outlook, right? Many of these email clients now come with what we call a spam filter, right? What it does is that it could detect emails that were sent from maybe hackers or some random people, all just to protect the user or the owner of that mailbox. Okay, so but that can't do everything. There are still some mails that can sneak through this spam filter. Get to your box. That is why you need to be vigilant. Okay, do not be enthusiastic about opening email. Okay, don't worry, you're gonna get emails from thousands and thousands of people. Okay, so always be mindful of the emails you receive. Okay, now the other thing is that you can even receive an email from a known person, maybe your friend, right? And that email could actually be from a hacker or a malicious person. So, in addition, right, when you open an email, always avoid clicking any link. Okay? Avoid clicking links that you have in email. It's one of the easiest ways that the hacker can use to get onto your computer. Okay? I hope you're all writing this down and you're gonna make use of it.
Guys, don't just say somebody's typing it, so I have an assignment ready for you guys.
Okay,
So if I send it, you don't get it. Can't blame me.
okay. So do not click on links. And also, when you receive emails, before you download that picture, okay, someone can send you an email with some pictures, right? Make sure that you confirm before downloading such things. Okay? Like I said, a hacker can, send an email from your friend.
Impersonate
Yeah,
someone.
it can impersonate someone, okay? So you all need to be very careful. Do you have any questions for me? Yeah, go ahead.
I can't type anything.
It's spelled lower.
Any question? You have a question?
I have it.
Huh? Oh, you don't have a question? Ask questions.
Oh, I want to ask about something else I wasn't important.
Oh, I know what you were gonna ask.
I have something.
No.
I just, let me see.
You want to read it?
When.
You get negotiation.
Last week.
More work.
I'm not how to read it.
I've been here in 3 about.
Make sure you're reading.
I know how to read it.
You did not know that existed.
Right?
Can you change the more to?
You guys should clap for Naima and Julie, because typing is not easy.
Oh, I hate it.
I love typing.
I hate it. No, I really do hate it.
It's not when they give you big words, when he's talking, they have to type.
I prefer to write with my hands, but my hands get tired.
Better than right.
She typed it too.
Yeah. You're doing it well too.
I think when you got charged, everybody.
That was not very nice of you.
Speaking Korean, speaking Spanish a second later. Being bilingual or whatever. Bilingual.
In Ghana, can you guys hear? I think they're doing their own stuff today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They will get ready to present.
Girl. Send to delete forever.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, presented, yes, last week, different concepts.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That'll be later.
Sorry, on these people.
Remember when I said 800? That's a lie. Like 300,000.
Lapis. And 2 lapis.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
He wants a pencil.
Oh,
You want a
I
pencil?
totally
You said it wrong.
Why do you say it like that?
Lapis.
Lapis.
Untalapis.
Lapis. Lapis.
Yeah, I know how that, I know that's how you said it. That's how you said it.
He said
Lapis. Yes. Vamos assim, pá.
I'm good.
Poligrafo.
Okay.
Poligrafo.
Yeah, Hachima.
Poligrafo.
Hachima.
Poligrafo.
What did he say?
I don't know, you can.
That's.
Example on Duolingo.
Oh. Oh.
David,
Why-
be so for real.
I have a Jupiter on.
You stop flexing your super on Duolingo. Diamond? Duolingo.
That sounds like a skill issue to me.
It's not really diamond. What is happening?
Ethan just had, Ethan's going full screen stuff.
It scares me.
Mine
You
is
scared?
Japanese.
Dang, obviously, Ari scares me with its nuclear bomb obsession. Not really.
What about nuclear bombs?
It's weird.
No, actually. Hydrogen bombs are better.
Hydrogen bombs are
You
amazing.
heard that?
All right, quick question for you guys.
Guys,
What
there's
is-
a question.
What is,
Naima, write the question also, okay, please.
Okay.
There's a question.
yes,
Okay.
so we mentioned different types of malware.
There's-
What is a Trojan? Trojan-
No, one time I said.
Okay, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's start with,
So it's,
hey, can you listen to it? Why are you there? Yeah, can you-
so it's a file that it's like good, but then when you download it, it can unpack bad stuff because like, a Trojan horse, it's named from like the history of the city where they had like a horse as a present, but then there were soldiers in there that just.
I hope you all have seen that movie. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
I watched it in a little bit.
Trojan.
Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Appears innocent. You download. It goes boom, boom, explodes.
Look, Is one of the biggest examples of the Trojan horse that had like a lot of people fooled
That's him.
was Bonsai Buddy, which was like a early internet like a helper. And it was actually like not very good, and it was like spyware in disguise. But it was like, it like marketed itself as a better Clippy. And yeah, it just tricked a lot of people and a lot of stuff got stolen.
I was gonna
No,
make
it
a
was-
reference, but I don't think any of you have read the book I'm trying to talk
Do
about.
this one?
All right, you have something to say about Trojan?
Okay.
I learned about it.
Read the reference.
Yeah,
Learned about it. And how, they won the war because they had this big horse. And they offered it as a present, right?
It's
And then
basically
a
fair.
bunch of soldiers came out.
You'll never know what it is.
okay, thank you very much for that. Now, so
Just
a
like-
Trojan, yeah,
Read it.
it's not called a Trojan, it's a Trojan.
Google says it's
To
wrong,
kill a
that's not how you spell it, so I'm
Oh my
gonna
God.
put keyword instead of Trojan.
Okay, can you type in Trogen? Yeah, go ahead.
Trojan horse. Think the assassin who killed Kennedy.
What?
What?
That makes
Wait,
absolutely no sense. You don't understand. You know, or not.
Guys, let's get serious.
Okay, all right, so let me define a Trojan horse.
He's just place character.
All what you guys said, they all right. Okay? A Trojan horse, remember, is a malware, okay? But it is disguised as a gift, okay? And it tricks you into downloading it, and then once you download it, then it turns into something destructive. Okay? So usually what we call a Trojan horse is something that, it's good. You see, when you see it is good. You don't suspect anything. But after downloading it, then it becomes a fun on your computer. Okay? So usually it is a type of malware that is disguised as a gift that you can download. But after downloading it, then this gift turns into horror. Okay? Because what it does is that once it gets onto your computer, right, it starts to create a lot of harm on your computer. And that is why, like the story effect, I don't know whether this is true life, but there was a war between two cities, right? One city, they love horses, they have lots of horses, right? And what the enemy or the people they are fighting against did was, they said, okay, yeah, we are giving up, you guys have won, okay? So they presented them with a wooden horse as, a show that, okay, you guys have won and we want to give you a gift. So when that other, the other party that they were fighting with received the gift, right? They received the gift of the horse, right? And they were very happy. Unknowing to them, at night, when everyone has gone to sleep, then there was a secret door on that horse. And for all you know, there were a lot of soldiers inside that wooden horse. So they all came down at night and they were able to defeat these other soldiers, okay? So Trojan always comes in as something that is friendly, something that looks like a gift. Yeah, go ahead.
One of the best ways to visualize the Trojan horse is to think of like a twist villain. So like they're like they like join you on your journey and they turn out to be like they try to be like nice and whatnot. And then later on it's revealed that they're not nice and they're like villain, and that's
Yeah, go ahead.
One actually good way is, when
Like
you're watching like a spy movie or something, and then they send a box and say, this is here, but it turns out the box is a bomb, and then like it explodes everywhere. That's
explode everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, not everywhere, but
we all have to be mindful. There are human Trojan horses around us. Okay.
you could be one.
I could be one.
So listen, okay? As you get older, you're gonna meet dozens and dozens of people daily, monthly, yearly, okay? You all have to be. Oh, yeah, good.
The kids are just kidding.
Someone just maybe I need to present. Oh, okay. So, okay, let me just round up. Okay. So you all have to be careful of human horses around us. Okay. There are so many people that will want to be your friends, and at first they will look so good to you, they look so good to you.
Yes.
Okay. But you don't know what they have in their hearts.
Oh my God.
Right? Yeah, go ahead. I know.
It's not important, but just wanted to let everyone know someone's in my email trying to sell me cannabis gummies.
Someone's trying to give her life insurance.
Someone's trying to give me car insurance.
Okay, so I hope.
Dyson vacuums.
Okay, so those type of emails, like I mentioned, go ahead and delete those. You don't even need to open it. Okay? All right, guys, so we're gonna end here today. We have some presentation from the.
Oh, no.
No,
don't worry.
They say that you, they saying you are waiting. Let them present.
I present We did.
Listen.
Juliana. Juliana.
No, they can go ahead. So I'm gonna draw up some questions.
No, it's.
I guess next week. Okay? On what we've learned so far,
Yes, sir.
okay? So be prepared next weekend. And I know, Sage, you were not here last week when we started the conversation. Who's gonna volunteer to get her up to speed? Oh, you raised your hand and you put it down, back down. You raised your hand and you put it right back down. Why?
Get up to speak about the project or the other.
What we talked about. Yeah.
No, not the project. Okay,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think you would be a good candidate to do that. Yes. Yeah,
What? Huh? Do I even have notes?
she has a lot of work.
I know.
It's
You were
so
just
late.
talking
No.
about sharing them with me earlier, weren't you?
She has a lot of work. So,
bizarre.
okay, please get her up to speed, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's gonna be a short next week.
My cousins are pissing me
That's a bad word.
off. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's a
All right, you
very
can invite the guys in me.
Sorry.
Ghana and US. I think.
Oh, is there anyone here
Yeah.
that has, oh, you have not presented, right? Oh, you did.
No, she didn't.
You read the whole thing.
I just want to.
I can do
It was only, yeah, and you might have presented.
No, Aaron,
No, we told him to come back.
No, I already presented.
No,
I
because,
presented and I had a full one.
no, we told him to come back because he didn't put, the stuff that we needed in.
Harriet did.
Oh, yeah.
He did. Then about you.
Okay.
I know you have to be extra special.
I want to present first though. I feel like.
Okay, so before, let Ghana people get ready.
Okay, Team Ghana, you ready? Who is ready to come for Team Ghana?
What day?
Who is ready? Oh, now you might can stop sharing so they can. Oh, yeah.
Say that note.
Thank you so much.
They're on my head.
Thank you.
Please say.
Can you email it to me, save it and email it? I'll post it on the Google Classroom platform. How dare you?
See.
How dare you?
See.
Okay.
If you are ready, come.
When do we want to go back to the turn?
I think you should have this in the next meeting, so.
Okay. While we are, if anybody of your team is ready, let us know. If not, somebody from Team USA can
Let's
start.
go.
Me.
I can start.
Yeah.
Australia.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
those who haven't done do it.
You want
and
me to
then-
do it again?
You can do it.
Pour different.
This was like, oh my God.
It was a Viva Rock flag.
It was real bad.
I have a.
Please, for the love of God,
I
make
beat
sure
it
that
on
wasn't.
one slide yellow.
Yay.
Did you change the colors?
Yes.
Thank the board.
It's beautiful, I hope. And, I just, yeah, like.
Yeah.
This is probably,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
probably the best I ever did in anything in my life.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
Congratulations, you did something in your life.
I'm excited.
You're
I
not
don't do it.
disappointed.
At least you're good. You suck.
Don't be too excited.
Congratulations, you're man.
It's your,
My work ethic.
You have to
is
turn your,
low, and I don't
mute
do a lot of
yourself.
stuff. So
Are you-
it
yeah, you have
might be bad, it might be good.
It might be.
no, you are muted though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Alright, so,
Mute
Yeah.
yourself and then use this one. The computer one
Okay.
behind the word, yeah.
You want me to mute?
No, mute your, okay, yeah, good, you good.
All right.
Poetry's built like a makeup.
Slideshow.
Okay.
Okay. French presentation by Aiden. Today, I will be presenting all about France from its history to its culture. Wait, do I? No. From its history and culture to its attraction. France, a historical and cultural ocean.
Did you do copy and paste?
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
French geography and location in Europe. And various other books. French has various
X5. So we get all the information.
Beaches,
You will do better.
vineyards,
Empire has no resistance. When the
overview
back
of France's history.
oh yeah, that's fine.
987, Capet became the king of West Francia due to the region of this kingdom grew in power and size over the centuries. Wars fought against
Now, yeah, now we internet, you know, so I was down with that.
French rule
I didn't
power
have it down, you know, but download, and I was a night, yeah, for farmers, you can run.
French Revolution began in 17
Same, you know,
by the era of
amount, different brands.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Have a bomb, and so on.
I can't see the rest of it because it's clean.
Never had.
No, I did not copy and paste.
True.
In what?
We
Is
could copy
it
and paste
19?
it and then put it into the.
That's supposed to be 1987.
Is it 1987?
Literally in 1984.
900.
That's how old?
Oh,
Long
eight.
time ago.
Yes.
In 1987. You should have said me. No. You should have.
I guess the part that the.
Yes, let's respect him.
Has a big, France has a big history. After, actually at the end of the presentation, after two German. Liberating in the Fifth Republic was established in 1959. French culture. France is well known for its art, fashion, delicious cuisine, and it was a leader of the Renaissance movement. Iconic artists, authors, and fashion designers include Monet, Hugo, and Chanel. Popular tourist attractions. Landmarks like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, and Alice. How do you say that? Louvre. With the Louvre, I said it right.
Everybody has their own accent on how they say stuff.
Okay.
Other tourist destinations include festivals, beaches, and ski resorts. That's the national anthem.
Where the seaweed?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, here.
Okay, got it.
The Prussian armies when they saw something and they. The British, what was that noise?
French.
But the colors on the French flag. The French flag has three vertical bands starting with blue on the left side, followed by white and the center. The blue represents duty and care for the poor, goodness for peace, and the red symbolizes bravery and strength. Fun facts about France. France is the most visited country in the world. France is the largest country in the European Union. The Statue of Liberty gift from France to the US. France had 12 different time zones throughout all its territory. France is one of the largest and most visited museums in the world. France had a king who was like
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he was on, he was like,
the Louvre is a fascinating place. It's definitely Harrison. It was originally the former residence of the king of France. Now holds a collection of over 35,000 years of life. With more than 9 million visitors per year, the Louvre is the most visited museum in the world. The Eiffel Tower is one of the world's most recognizable monuments. The tower was designed as a centerpiece of the 1889 World Fair, and it is the door modern towers during the World Fair. But the plan was to tear down after a few years. I like cleverly put on the radio and wireless telegraph chain in the tower, and the government eventually decided it was too useful for the public. Foods you should eat. These are some foods you should eat. This right here, y'all see it now? This is a mac. I don't know how to say it. This is a croissant. This is French toast. I don't even know if that's from France. I just put it there.
Enough to you.
I don't even know if that was from.
Oh, the other one.
Fun fact, the songs are from Austria. Yes, they are. Yes,
It's
they
French
are.
toast, breakfast.
They're from Austria.
It's toast mixed with egg
They're
and
not cats, they're
slate and then
Yeah.
fried.
Right, it's probably from France.
And this it's like pastry dough and then made into a circle and they got like cream cheese in the middle of it.
You see how when it came to food, you taking your time?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sports in France. Soccer is the most popular sport in France. France has a really good football team and won the 1984 Olympics and the 1998 and 2018 FIFA World Cup. So famous athletes from France include Kylian Mbappe, Victor Wembanyama, and Andre Giant.
Awesome.
I picked France. I picked France because it's on the top of my bucket list. Places I want to go. It's on the top of my bucket list because there's so many places to visit and things to do there. So I know I won't ever be bored if I do. The end.
Good job.
If you ever get to France, don't worry.
And we go.
wait,
I
no,
was wondering in the back.
Any questions?
Any questions for our presenter?
Mom. I have a question. Oh.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. Why did you do 987 instead of 987 BC? Because you could think, someone could think that, oh, that's before Christ, but like, they didn't have any
No,
like,
it wasn't before Christ.
yeah. But you should-
That was 878.
And that's what we are.
Yeah.
Hey, should have.
Y'all should know if I didn't put.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
So the popular meal here or food
Oh,
Yeah.
or snack, French fries, is it actually from France?
So
No,
why-
no,
when you come back.
Okay, they're also not from France, they're from.
French fries were not made in France. They were made in Greece.
What?
No, they were made in Belgium.
Oh, it was a joke.
Oh,
You get it? It was
Yeah.
a gas joke.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Okay. Aside, where is French fries from?
I don't know. They not from France. So I heard that.
game.
Red brother from Italy.
Italy. That's what I heard.
So why would you
No,
know?
I don't think Italy's
What
that.
did we think about France today?
You need a visa to go to France.
Yeah. Do we need a visa?
No.
I don't think so.
You don't
Okay.
think so?
I think it's like, it matters on how long you go for.
Boy.
Why couldn't we? just
Guys, don't
say-
forget, your presentation has to have these things, because if you say that's your destination, the place that you want to go, these are some things that we all want to know. Do we need a visa? What if we get a sponsor that want to take us and he asked us that question and we are
Yeah,
like,
you don't need one.
You don't need
It depends on how long you're going for certain
Yeah,
places.
American citizen, and you're gonna be there for less than 90 days, then you don't need.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't get a
stay?
Sorry, what?
So right now, the. Who is coming?
Okay, what is his name? Frederick, we are ready for you. Tingana is presenting.
Who is the lady sitting there next to me?
Sure.
Please share your screen if you are not sharing.
You see the lady next to Mary, what's her name?
Who is,
Forgotten.
I always forget their names.
And there's.
That's the one that I went when we, yeah, this one. Okay, who is ready?
Who is ready?
Okay, who?
Okay.
You have to say something. You have to say something. Say, are you ready?
If you are talking, we cannot hear you.
Look at you are ready, so you can go next.
Okay, then.
Is that a phone during class?
Name is Frederick and I am from
Guys, keep talking.
Madam, please,
Yeah, we
please can you hear
now.
me?
Uh-huh.
My name is Frederick Enity. My name is Frederick Enity and I am from Ejura in Ghana. I am to present about my country and tribe. Next slide. This is Ghana. The capital city of Ghana is Accra, and here we can see it.
Take you out of this place.
The flag of Ghana. The flag of Ghana. The red symbolizes the blood of our forefathers who fought for our independence. And then the yellow symbolizes the minerals we have in Ghana. And green symbolizes the vegetation and forest in Ghana. And then the black symbolizes the hope of Africans. Some events in Ghana. We have the Independence Day, which is on the 6th March, which we gained it on the 6th March 1957. And then we remember it every year, which we even observe this that was on Monday. And then the president of Ghana, he is His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo. Occupation in Ghana. We have the police officer, the pilot, the lawyer, footballer, and doctor. Hey. Map of Ghana. No. This is the map of Ghana. Then I chose a tribe to talk about, and it is Bimoba. The reason why I chose Bimoba is that my parents are Bimobas. And then Bimoba is located in the northern part of Ghana. And here are some of the pictures of Bimobas. Food of Bimobas. We have here tubani with oil. It is prepared by cowpea and oil. And then we have TZ and ayoyo soup. The ayoyo soup is prepared by ayoyo leaves. It is a green leaves in Ghana. The taboos of Bimoba tribe. 1. Do not whistle at night. 2. Do not sit on a burning wood. 3. Do not give with a left hand. Traditional wear of Bimoba. The Bimobas wear smock. The men will sew it, and then the women can also use it to wrap themselves as shown in the picture. And then we have the music and dance of Bimobas. And we are going to watch it. No. Okay. Want to use only one.
I think it's okay, that's okay.
Share the link, okay, share the link.
Okay, let us continue with the presentation. After that, you will watch it. Then we have the attractive centers in the Bimoba land. There we have the ancient shrine and then a village in the Bimoba land. Festivals of Bimobas. We have the Danjuar festival. Famous people in the Bimoba land. We have lawyer Joseph Dindiok Kwenka. He's a presiding member in the Bimoba land. Then we have Honorable Solomon Namlet Boar. He's also an MP.
Any question?
My closet.
You done?
That's be the same time.
We have any question for, Frederick?
Do you need visa to go to Ghana? Ghana and,
That's her.
and
That's, you should know that.
Ask body spray.
You should know that.
I wanna go.
We need a visa to
You
go to
can-
Ghana.
you need a
Yes.
I don't.
It depends on the person.
No, it depends on how long you're gonna stay, if you're sitting. waiting.
Oh, in South Korea, doesn't it have like one of the most flexible passport?
Yeah, if you're
When
going to
did we-
stay there
What
for
about-
a certain
what-
amount of time.
What is the name of the price?
The
Bimbo.
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 You need a visa to go there.
Yes, actually. Yes. How about we ask for food? How about we ask for
Did we see your
Please, we have
patient?
some attractive,
Oh, he's not done.
yes, I cannot disconnect you. Attractive sentence in the Bible land. Then the festivals of Bimobes, we have the Danjuar festival. Ade. Then famous people in Bimoba land. We have lawyer Joseph Dindio Kwenka. He's a presiding member in the Bimoba land. And then we have Honorable Solomon Buan. He's also an MP. Then occupations of Bimobes, fishing and then farming. Then the great king of Bimoba, he's called Chamba Yama. So we are going to watch the movies, the music and dance of Bimobes.
Definitely this was. It may be in the night.
Send the link so we can, project it here for you. Post the link in the chat, all the links.
Madam, only one, the first one.
All the links for the YouTube videos. Share them, post them in the chat.
Madam. Yes, madam. Puno mababaye, mina mesaya mo. Get away. Go, I'm busy.
Why are you talking about that?
Where? That is serious.
I can't tell you honestly, that's what annoys me. Share the link. Please. Post the link in the chat so I can project it here.
I think we should test it.
Not saying, I am technically singing about the decoration. of the
Yeah.
event,
all the paper cuts.
But I'm also singing.
Oh, where's the
You guys haven't done music yet, right?
Musically.
We did it this week.
You remember musical? That was a while ago, man. I've been on TikTok. It's funny.
But what?
I'm stealing it. You're stealing my dog?
Yes, I am. I
That's
still
what
tons of the dog.
You're not stealing my dog.
I am stealing the dog. Can't do anything about it because you don't want to steal it.
You guys are fucking killer. So.
I'm stealing her dog.
You're not stealing my dog. I am.
That is a canine.
Yeah, he's a German Shepherd.
He is a canine.
I think that's a cat.
No, I think that's fish.
That's cat.
Okay, that's a lot of other stuff.
No, that's
that
a
I didn't-
fish.
Cat.
Fish.
Blind cat.
No, you're blind. It's a fish.
Okay, guys. Oh.
Oh, I know that trail.
So this is their traditional dance.
He's bigger now.
And
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
People don't have the hip muscles for that.
Only Shakira has those hip muscles.
Oh, okay. Oh, back at me.
Hip muscles. for that one.
So they put some kind of like whatever on their weight. There's something on her weight that is making the shaking.
That was something that.
Okay, I like.
People in India.
Look at the man.
That's hip muscles right there. Are you okay?
Who is Bob?
It's Bob.
Bob.
It's on my screen.
So.
That my mom worked for. Oh, this is a cute picture.
I can't believe you.
It's not.
No, but she's so pretty.
I don't know what's back of you.
Not that one.
Look at me, first day of school. I had my backpack,
Oh.
my 3 pens.
Guys, any question for Frederick?
No. No questions from me.
Anyone? No, you can deal here. Yes, you do need a visa.
What do you
Naima,
We do this one Pacific dance.
Yeah. Well.
why do you do one?
This one Pacific dance.
That's a great question.
Said Frederick, somebody has a question. Why do they do this specific dance? Is there any history? Why are they doing it?
Huh?
That's really what I was questions.
Biggest ones.
Why does the Bimbo people do that dance?
It's in the middle.
Yeah. Somebody, get back to that question. And Ariane, can I help you with something? You wanna try the dance, Ariane?
I want to.
Okay, come and try.
Hey,
Okay, try it.
I know.
Oh.
I am not doing it. I'm gonna use this.
And then.
Well, you have this, get it already. It has the. Improvise.
No, you have to go there.
I'm not doing it for everybody.
Stand there.
That's
Are you from the land?
Are you from Yoruba?
It's a beautiful culture, right?
Magic.
It's a beautiful culture, right?
So that's what
It
they
is.
taught you when you were.
It's a beautiful culture. Yes. Oh, yeah, go back.
No,
You know me.
No.
I was gonna do.
You didn't say.
On YouTube, right?
Yes.
Hi, you too.
You should just watch me shake my butt.
You're gonna get demonetized.
Anyone, from Ghana want to do, present? If not, anyone from, US?
I want to. She presents first.
With your hundred.
Oh, Juliana.
Okay,
It's watching you, so it's easy.
I know. Yeah. At this point, you know, that was their name.
What is the private?
Well, so you actually,
Yeah.
No.
sure, guys, our sister, our friend is ready. Hey.
Why is it? Give me 1 second, really quickly.
It's not communist.
Say, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not communist, Ethan. That's North Korea.
No,
Ethan called- Ethan said that South Korea was communist.
It's not a. Okay, well, I.
We can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second,
Okay.
1 second.
Not any second. So when she finished, Uncle Tony, you want to check what is going on in the main street, so when you finish, then we have time to all go and check it out.
Work on it.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Yeah,
Ah, you doing, okay, you doing South Korea.
yes, that's what she showed.
Go
Yeah, South
BTS.
Korea, the country.
Go BTS.
What?
What?
Based on K-pop.
It's one reason.
Okay, I've done my research.
It's one reason. One.
One.
It's also because,
Yeah, that's it. And because of.
Okay, guys, if you want to go, be quiet. So we can finish the last
She likes K-drama.
Is she muted?
No.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, let's get a move on.
This is About South Korea by Juliana Mankata. Juliana Mankata. I was born and raised in Ghana and moved to the US in the early 2018. When I was 10 years old, I've been in the US for 5 years now, I'm now 15, and go to the high school called Francis Scott Key High. I love to listen to music, read, and watch TV. I also enjoy spending time with my friends.
Who is that in the picture?
Oh, it's me and my mom.
Oh, okay. You thought you were black.
It's my sister.
Okay.
Anyway, South Korea, which is located in the easternmost part of Asia, was founded in 1897. Joseon changed its name to Korean Empire. Daehan Daegu and pushed ahead with reforms and an open door policy. But it was too late. Japan soon won major victories into its war against the Qing dynasty, and Russia emerged as a strong power in Northeast Asia and took steps to annex this. I think South Korea is known. Korea is most recently known for its influence in music and movie industry, K-pop and it is known for being the land of kimchi, which is mostly fermented vegetables, typically cabbage. K-pop and that this is kimchi.
What is kimchi?
That's kimchi. That right there. It's fermented vegetables, mostly cabbage. You put Korean red pepper flakes. You blend a pear, some vegetables, Korean apples. It actually tastes really good.
You tasted
No,
it?
not until you try.
Wow, half the images are from,
Let's not talk about
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's
Wait, you
popular
had it before?
K-drama.
oh wait, sorry, not half the images, 2/3 of them.
That's also a spicier kimchi.
Did
Uh,
you have it before?
but that's most of it.
I have a question.
No, it's actually
You have it?
3/4.
Kimchi,
It was good.
Kimchi's pretty good.
Who made it?
if made right, if you get it from like a random supermarket,
Yeah, no, that's when it
that's
tastes bad.
disgusting.
Okay.
But like maybe go to H. They have.
It's like the same deal with like dumplings. If you get them from the supermarket, they taste terrible.
It's nice.
Specific place that I want to visit is one.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I were to go there, I would go on the full day Busan and Daegu Beach vacation. Why? Because it doesn't cost that much money and it takes me to a lot of places that my idols have been to and that they enjoy because they're also from us. It's a large city in South Korea known for its beaches, mountains, and temples. My personal reasons is people that I idolize live there and have constantly praised and enjoyed the place their whole lives. Best time of year to visit South Korea. Most people come to South Korea for their very popular, vibrant pink cherry blossom tree, which is this one. It's very dark. That's what it looks like. That's gonna get to America. The best time,
Thank you,
the
David.
best times to visit would be between March and May if you want to see the cherry blossoms. But if you are more interested in seeing the landscapes come alive as the leaves change colors into winter, it would be best to go from September to November. Is a visa required to visit South Korea?
Okay.
Yes. You have to have a valid passport at the time of entry. You have to have 1 page per stamp for your passport, link. And yes, you do need. You don't need
You do need
In order to
vaccination.
No, there are no specific vaccinations you need to have before you enter. You don't have to have any current residences restrictions to enter. At the moment, there are none. And there are no current restrictions to exit.
I have a question.
Yes,
I thought people visit Japan to see the cherry blossom.
there is something.
Also, a question about like the same thing. I thought it said if you want to come out alive, you should go between Nova and Bert. Yeah, I know, I know it's a, come on out, or something like that, but I read it as come out alive on accident. If you want to come out alive. South Korea.
South Korea.
They don't allow people in. Oh.
They allow.
They don't let
but,
you
like,
out
very
either.
strict.
Anyway, free drinking anywhere. South Korea has a large drinking culture. Drinking can give status, proving one's stamina and machismo, preferably for men. I don't know if machismo.
I learned in health class that drinking can cause cancer and a lot of stuff.
It can.
I learned,
Oh, wait until I'm done with it.
We also think-
Participate in drinking, try to give a sincere reason, such as medical or religious grounds. Do not make an excuse that could be interpreted as morals of those drinking. So basically, don't say, "Oh, I don't want to drink," blah blah blah, and seem like you're insulting the person. Avoid emptying your glass if you've had enough to drink. Fill others' glasses before your own. In a formal setting, do not fill your own glass and instead wait for someone else to return and gesture you to fill in. So they will say this, or when you're serving, you have to use both your hands to serve to show a sign of respect. Korean's most popular alcoholic beverage is a fermented white rice beverage called soju, which is often called the Korean one.
In Nepal, we have a similar thing where we ferment rice. And we wait like a really strong time, and it's basically, it's called rice wine, although it's as strong as like whiskey. And something.
they did that same thing in Japan. I think it was, we used it when I went to, like when I went to my chef thing, like my chef program. It was
Rice wine
called,
vinegar?
no, it was a drink where they use, rice. Yeah,
Are you sure you're talking about the same
There's
thing?
something else, you know,
I forgot what it was called.
they do make something called rice wine vinegar that they use to cook.
Yeah,
No,
it could be that.
it was most definitely a drink.
Okay, whatever.
So
Anyway,
maybe like.
though
rice sauce.
soju is called the Korean vodka, it is not as strong and it's more diluted than.
Imagine not drinking pure.
This is what soju normally looks like. Hearing basic and eating etiquette. Sorry, I wrote this way too small. I can't read it. Respect should always be shown to those that are older than you. This involves deferring to their opinions, waiting for their input, and lowering your gaze if you're talking to an elder. Objects, gifts, and food should always be received with both hands, and you should remove your hats indoors. If it is best practice to remove your shoes before entering a Korean. That is true.
Oh, I thought that meant before entering a Korean restaurant. I was very.
Some places they do offer a shoe, place where when you're entering, you can remove your shoes.
Yeah, kind of like Japan.
Yes. Koreans are reasonably punctual and usually prompt. They tend to try and make the most of the time they have in certain settings. This can come across as impatient. It is considered inappropriate for adults to eat while walking, so street food is often eaten on the spot where it is served. Most of the time we have a seating place.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of like South Korean that have like small like benches nearby. Yeah, like that.
Food should not be eaten with one's fingers. They're normally given spoons to eat soups. Chopsticks are always provided as well. Do not blow your nose in dining tables. Do not blow your nose in public in general. Most of the time you wait to go to a restroom where there is toilet paper or tissues available for you to blow your nose. And the eldest person should always be served first. Anyone seated should then wait for them to begin eating.
What happens if you sneeze?
You just do.
Well, try not to, but sometimes it is an excuse if you don't, like, you can't actually control it. So top
I
towards
have a
that.
question. Do you want to see? What is the legal age for drinking?
Yeah,
I believe it was 19.
You have to be 19.
Yes, but Korea is weird.
No, this in Korea, that's what I mean. not Korea.
No, yeah, I'm trying to say something. Their aging is completely different. They are now about to change it to have it the same as the rest of the world.
It's 19, is right.
Yeah, but in
I
Korea,
think that's.
when you're born, you're already a year old.
Oh.
So while I am 15 here, in Korean age, I'm currently 16. So technically, it starts drinking at 8. Yes.
Some like similarities, I know this is a lot, but, in Nepal, it's also 18. And not only that, adults tend to like split like a little bit of alcohol to something like an omelet that they then serve to the entire family.
Wait, no, because if it's cooking, the alcohol is not in it.
Yeah, it's just to add a little bit of taste, not to add any alcohol to the.
If we did that, bro.
Yeah.
In Korea,
I'll
aren't you technically considered an adult if you're 17?
I think so. I'm not quite sure. Honestly, I think people being considered an adult depends on the people around you.
Okay.
Like if you're talking to your mother, you're like, you're not an adult, you're still my child.
Your dog?
You're not an adult, you're still
Oh.
my child. Yeah. Top tourist attractions in South Korea. South Korea offers everything a traveler could want in a destination. It has a long and fascinating history, a wonderful culture, amazing food, friendly people. Not everyone is friendly, but, and an excellent tourism infrastructure, right? Including a new high-speed rail system.
Well,
But it would have been nice to see pictures of this stuff.
With, it is also a country of contrasts, with tourist attractions ranging from ancient mountaintops, Buddhist temples like Bulgusa to the ultra-modern skyscrapers of Seoul, like World Tower, Busan and Jeju. Busan is the second largest city in the country, and its coast is lined with some beautiful beaches and resorts. There's a lot of culture and history there too. Be sure to visit the Gyeongryongsa Temple and the hillside village of Damecheon. Damecheon is a European-style village on the cliffs above the sea, like Korea's version of Santorini. This is
Same story, okay, nice.
Jeju is a very historic city, once the spiritual capital of the Joseon dynasty. It's about 90 minutes by train from Seoul. It's home to many ancient temples and shrines, along with Hanok village. Hanok is the formal Korean attire. These are found throughout Korea. They are preserved neighborhoods of ancient and old homes, Hanoks, allowing visitors to get the feel of what life was like in ancient Korea. That is Jeju.
It's a big move.
Big bowl.
No, those are vases, and that's one of the temple.
Does the Seoul Tower collect souls?
That was actually my question. I like your question.
It is a tower in the city Seoul.
So when you
I
die,
pronounce,
then
I
your
spelled
soul-
it out.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah,
she
Seoul
felt.
is supposed to be SEOUL. I spelled that. That's my
Yeah.
fault. It is not collect Seoul.
I was really hoping.
But it is.
Soul Hunter.
Its position, almost on top of a mountain. Plus, the height of the tower itself gets you almost 500 meters above the sea level and the city below. That is a very long distance, but leave some time to explore the surrounding mountains areas. The tower is near the top of the Mount Namsan, and the entire area is is Nansen Park, which is run by the city. There are miles of hiking trails to explore, all within a few minutes of downtown Seoul. Do's and don'ts. South Korea. Do's. Do accept things with 2 hands. You take your shoes off before entering someone's house. Do segregate your trash. It is important to do so from recycling to regular trash. Did you have specific designated trash areas? And in some places you have to pay to throw away your trash. So you might want, yeah.
It's like almost everywhere.
Yeah. And you pay more depending on how much you're throwing away. So you have to be sure.
That's.
Then they be paying you to.
Don't be a waster, don't be a waster.
They're trying to get you not to waste stuff.
But why would I wanna
save
pay to
money.
Would you rather put the trash in your house?
I would rather burn it in my backyard.
Listen, I'm saying because they should be paying me for throwing away my trash because I could have just put on the side. of the
Okay.
road. Why I have to pay this?
Recipe. And basic words. Shut. Basic words. Here are a few. Where is smoothie? That's how it's spelled. How much?
This is you.
She's waiting for you.
This is for you guys.
I don't think. I don't think you. I don't think.
It's staring into her soul.
I think I'm trying to listen.
Guys.
Hey, Juliana, continue.
How much is Mayo?
Mhm.
Mayo? Thank you is 감사합니다. I'm sorry is 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
That's how you say sorry?
Yes.
What?
The K isn't ka, it's
One
more
sound.
like K/G, so it
Oh,
sounds
okay.
like that.
Go on.
감사합니다.
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 I'm sorry that.
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry is 감사합니다. We normally say this in the
감사합니다.
vowel. You say thank you and I'm sorry and hello mostly with the vowel. How low you go depends on how much respect you show to the person. Hello
So
is
what if I
announcing.
bow to somebody like?
Well, that
That's a
you,
big.
you respect them, but not so much. If you're talking to an elderly person, you normally go at 90 degrees. You never bow all the way to the floor because that's reserved for the dead.
What if? What if you like this? That's your no respect. If you move out. Yes.
In funeral homes or when you're visiting the dead, you normally bow like this and you go down like this, all the way to the ground. I'm not actually. Yeah, yeah, you do that 3 times.
Wait, what?
Wait, I gotta stand back up.
Stand back up, lay down.
It's like giving a bird.
It's a sign of respect.
That's a lot of respect.
And then 안녕하세요, that means dad.
Are you guys paying attention?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She
You're
said,
talking about all the time to do the 3 times.
when you go to, this is how you bow.
And then you
You
get
had to
up.
do that 3 times.
It's a
I'm
sign
not-
of respect.
When you say hello, you have to do this.
If I'm talking to an elderly person or someone who's older than me, I would definitely.
You have to bend down to a
But if
90
you're
degree
talking to
angle.
Someone who's like.
What if I'm talking
Let's say I'm
to,
talking to.
Guys.
what if I'm talking to a dead person?
Okay.
Oh, what? Why would you talk to a dead person? And if you're going to a grave, like to talk to a dead family, you go.
So I gotta go on the ground.
Guys, let her continue.
Did you learn the words? You got it?
No.
Jal
you-
Samida.
I'm sorry. You should have laughed.
Jalsamida, Jalsamida,
Tell me that.
insomnia.
Hello.
That's Chinese.
Oh.
Bro, can you try?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
안녕하세요.
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 칭찬칭찬.
Like, that is very good.
Okay,
You stop, like, actually.
No, seriously, we want to learn.
Don't, so South Korea, don't blow your nose in public places. You normally, you just go to the bathroom and you blow your nose. Don't write someone's name in red ink.
Wait, what?
It is not only considered rude, but it's found offensive and unloving.
Wow.
Giving tips is not necessary.
Okay, then here.
Guys.
You know, you're eating to your outside time. Keep all this stuff in here.
Giving tips is not necessary. Don't tip. In some places, it is considered offensive if you give tips, as it may be perceived as pity or ignorance. So if you go to a restaurant and you feel like, oh, maybe let me tip this person, you do not have to do that. Two, don't take pictures of someone without their consent or permission. They should go without saying. But, you know, some people are idiots. This is illegal, not only in culture, but in law as well.
It's actually illegal to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In South Korea, like a while ago, was a thing where people went around taking picture of girls underneath their skirts. So they made a thing in their phones where if you take a picture, you have to hear the sound. So no one, yeah, it goes like the sound, you can't turn it off. So every time you take a picture, you have to hear it. So now people don't.
I have a question.
Oh, the thing for
Where did we do? That how you spell it? I just wanna know.
Like 10.
I was typing mine that.
Guys, let her talk.
Yeah, sorry, she will fix it later.
Don't be noisy in public transport. In Korea, they value personal space, so if you're too noisy, this is considered rude. South Korea's national anthem.
Can you play?
Okay.
Can you play? Where's the anthem?
I was going to put it on here, but unfortunately, the thing wouldn't let me, link it. I don't know why.
I have no worries.
Oh, you're on
No,
power.
it's.
So we have to do what? Google slide.
Okay.
Okay, just continue.
It's okay.
I still love you.
I had to do that like 15 times. Wait.
So they're just making an exaggeration.
12 years ago.
Gotta love these next anthems, so.
That's respect our sister.
You have to.
Is there
Can
something?
you hear? What does it mean?
Today, I'll show that day when the water of the distance dry.
So did they put their hands on their chest or they just stand there? Or they face somewhere over the garden?
I think you ought to just say this.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay,
Awesome.
okay, speed run the messenger slowly.
What's the name of the anthem?
Song is I
Who Google?
You told anyways.
I thought you said I Google.
Wait, what? Oh, we don't want to see your.
God bless.
Why are you asking? Are we done? Are we done?
No, you don't need the rest of the
No, she has like 10 more to go.
No, yes.
Actually, she has 20.
No, I
We
don't.
talked about the
23.
Okay, just go to the last five.
We talked about the flu though.
No, you never talked about it. Okay, let's go.
South Korean national anthem is called I Buka. That's how it's called in Korean.
And quick clap.
I Buka. It was first performed in 1896. That's right.
was first performed in 1896 and is well known by the country's population and was well known by the country's population in 1910. The lyrics are of unknown origin, although many believe them to be from the pen of Korean political activist Yoon people or that of An Changwon. That's just a picture of people in the World Cup.
Cool.
Sorry.
Okay.
This is walking with you. Food and traditions in South Korea. Hansik refers to traditional Korean food centered on rice, served alongside a bowl of soup and a variety of side dishes. Side dishes is also known as kwantan. Most dishes use meat and vegetables as the main ingredient and are boiled or steamed in brine or water rather than fried oil, making hansik very healthy. The most well-known are kimchi, fermented cabbage or fermented vegetables, ganchan, soy sauce, donchan, soybean paste, and gochujang, Korean chili paste, or gochugaru, Korean red pepper flakes. Popular dishes, we're not going to talk about that. Popular dishes among the international visitors include bulgogi, bibimbap, and hanjeosi.
Are they all in the picture that the Google guy that you said is in the?
We will kick you guys out of this man.
Bulgogi is a marinated beef dish that is sweet and tender in texture.
Okay.
Kimchi,
Kimchi.
gochujang, galbi, bibimbap.
What? Say that again.
Hold on, come again. Kimchi. Bungiki.
Gochujang.
Gochujang.
Gochugaru is basically red pepper flakes. It looks like this, but it's just
Red pepper what?
red pepper flakes.
Spicy.
Yes. Galbi,
Gambi.
galbi,
Gambi.
and bibimbap.
Gambi.
President of South Korea. The current president of South Korea is Moon Jae-in. He was born January 24th, 1953. Goche, that's how it's pronounced, that's how it's spelled, Island, South. Gyeongsangnam, New Province, South Korea. He was a South Korean lawyer and civil rights activist who was the president of Seoul from 2017 to 2022, and a leader of the Liberal Democratic Party of Korea in 2015 to 2015. Famous people. Famous people from South Korea. The number one most famous band, the BTS band, one of, if not the most successful K-pop groups of all time. All the members are currently varying from ages 25 to 30 years old. Formed in 2010 and debuted 2000.
That is the people that you like.
Yes,
You look.
and debuted 2013. They have, that was spelled wrong, I apologize. They have taken the world by storm and spreading the beauty that comes with being Korean.
Okay.
Psy, which is supposed to be spelled P-S-Y, not P-H-Y.
Okay.
Most known for his iconic hit Gangnam Style, is one of the most successful solo Korean artists. Let's go. Kim Yuna is a South Korean figure skater who won the 2010 Olympic Championships in ladies singles. They are everywhere, some in sports, some in politics, some in entertainment. It seems Korea is the birthplace of many talent. That is, yes, Psy and Kim Yuna.
I like that song by her.
Gangnam Style?
That one
It's
talks
an
about killing
amazing song.
Americans. No, you can search it up. It talks about killing Americans.
No, like the song actually talks about killing You Americans. didn't need to know that.
That was the last one.
Okay, thank God.
you.
Go, Julie.
Any question for Julie?
Has she been in South Korea?
She said she wants to, that's a right thing that.
How do we know that she's pronouncing the names right?
Because she learned the
Because
language.
she's learned.
Thank you.
Do
Yeah,
you have Korean friends?
I'll find you one, don't you worry.
Is it unlucky? I can't remember if this is like either Korea or China, but is it unlucky for 3 people to like, I don't know, I saw something and I was like, if people, it's like, it's like, is it unlucky for people, like the person in the middle of 3 people? Is that unlucky? I don't know.
I don't think that's.
I don't know.
It's not, I
don't think it's a
that's a thing.
I saw it somewhere. It says unlucky.
Probably is somewhere and some related, but no.
Okay.
I have no idea.
What? You said that you don't whistle in the night. Why?
I didn't say that.
No, it's not. It's a
It was Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah, you don't use it like that.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Left hand.
Okay,
All right.
you guys ready?
Oh, another question.
Yeah, let's go. So,
Where are we going? I forgot.
thing.
We're going.
Guys, our only goal is to make sure Ethan doesn't touch grass. We can't let us realize the real world.
That's true. We can't let them touch grass. It's illegal for you to touch
Yeah,
the grass.
Next week.
It's not real grass, because that's what you do.
And then.
I have another question. How come you didn't inspect my dog?
No.
Because I don't know.
That's a filter. It's not. Wait, that's. Concentrate on your face. I think a picture of Julie and Julie.
Anyone have a question for me from Ghana? Okay, if nothing, then next week, okay?